Hello and welcome back. So this is making frozen chicken breast. Yes, it is. I bought this pan specifically for exactly what I'm showing you. I don't know, I guess most people do that, but I'd never considered doing that. Just like buying a pan for a specific purpose. I'm really growing up. So that is 9 chicken breasts, and they're each about 2 ounces, and they're frozen, and I put them in there, turned it on high essentially, let them not even cook. From one of the multiple recipes I've read online, it's you're like quote unquote almost browning them, and then after just a minute of doing that, take the lid off, flip them, and then put the lid back on. And I don't know the right way or the wrong way. I mean, there's probably not a right or wrong way because I do it differently every time. But sometimes I'll leave it high like this and it'll just be really hot, and then I'll turn it off after, I forget how long, maybe like 15 minutes. And then I'll open it up, I'll look at it, and it's like, okay, that's perfect and done. And then I'll put the lid back on, turn the heat off, and let it sit for another 10 minutes. And that's the way you cook fresh chicken breast. Yeah. By fresh, I mean frozen, and by cook, I mean moist. So I put it on the spinach because I was in this debate on if I was going to add spinach to the recipe. So the intention was, I'll just put hot chicken on cold spinach. Maybe it'll wilt, and then when I make my decision, it'll be good to go. So this is the next day after it cooled, after it hip and cooled, and I chopped it up, as you can see. This is seriously like the simplest thing ever. Like, I could just sing some lame song and you could just get what's going on from the visuals. Mark thought the yogurt was too thick. This is essentially making like the world's simplest version of, I guess, like mayonnaise or quote unquote salad dressing. So it's like 3 big spoons, and you could thin it out with water or, citrus like lime juice or something. So I made 2 different ones, and this one is pineapple, and I didn't do anything fancy. I kind of wanted to see, compare them side by side, since whenever I make stuff like this, it's like it either is sweetened like with agave and has onion powder and trying to like really mimic a mayonnaise, but sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, and lazy, and I just like throw it together and don't really try to spice it up. Like this, I didn't add any sweetener. I don't know. It's just really simple. And they both came out good. So I made 2. I made the pineapple one and cherry, because I love them both. I love pineapple and cherry. I want to marry cherry and get a tree and have a little orchard. I seriously want to do that. I've been looking it up online, like getting a cherry tree, to have my own personal lifetime supply of cherries. So each of the portions, like the pineapple one is like 4.5 of the chicken breast, and that one is 4.5 chicken breasts, and they each have like 3 big spoons of yogurt. And the first one, it's just salt, just a little bit of salt, and maybe like a half a cup of pineapple and some dill, just for the hell of it. And I didn't even taste it. Could you taste it?
Yeah.
Is that a no or barely? Yeah, I didn't taste it. Maybe if it like sat overnight or something. Like if we ate half of it and put it away. Man, I thought this one was better, and I think you thought so too. It's just like something about using yogurt for like dressing, and then adding like agave or some sort of sweetener to it, and a little bit of onion powder, and I added some, what are those, chili flakes. I thought this was actually really good. Did you just not like the texture, but you liked it, or no?
It was good.
Would you have paid for this? Would you have asked for a refund if you would have paid for it? Was it good because it was free? Because I made it. That was probably a half a cup of cherries. I pulled out all this fruit. I was like, this is gonna be huge. And then it was just like, all right, way too much fruit. Like, what I put in was pretty substantial. Dude, this is fucking good. I like simple food. Simple, clean lines. I like good architecture of food. So that's my wilted spinach. Some of it wilted and some of it didn't. And I got English muffin. That was probably the first time I ate an English muffin since God knows when. Dude, it's so good. It's so good, and there's so many different ways to do it. You've got options. So do this, like, I don't know, once a month or something. Throw this in the mix. It's cheap as fuck. Okay, well, you enjoy, and peace the fuck out. Yeah! No, really, peace the fuck out. Yeah!